Student Senate is really the representative body. We're supposed to be the voice of students here on campus. We're supposed to take the questions, comments, and concerns that students may have throughout the year as issues emerge and really take that to the administration and make sure that the student voice here on campus is being heard. That's the real purpose of Senate. Yeah, I mean, that's always kind of a lingering idea in the back of your head as you know, eventually run for president. Really, when I was a freshman, I was involved in my high school actually. I was involved in student government there. I liked it. I'm a big picture type of guy. I like being involved in a little bit of everything. And Student Senate really seemed to offer that. It was ability to let my face be known not only to the student body, but also to the administration. And it was really that organization that you can be a change agent. You can really be the change that you want to see. You can really leave your footprint, so to say, and mark here on the university. And that's really what I wanted to do. These are some things that they don't tell you when you first get the position. A lot of it is shuffling through your email. You wake up every morning, you've probably got 30 to 60 plus emails sitting in your inbox regarding various things across the university, be from students, faculty, staff, administration. But it's definitely a balancing act. Plenty of meetings, and on top of that, you've also got class. But in terms of the day-to-day, I really meet with the administrators like VP Lombardi, President McDavis, Dean Jenny Hall-Jones. I make sure that I really know what's going on here on campus and making sure that I also know what students, make sure students know what's going on here on campus and kind of connecting those two avenues. I mean, I try to keep a nice balance, but I can't say, you know, there's not been an occasional slip up simply because of the time commanded by this position. So far, I think we're living up to the promises that we gave the student body when we ran as a ticket, reach ticket. So far, we've brought the car share program to campus, basically gives students the ability to rent a vehicle if they need be it. The paper sharing program, I'm sure you've seen the availability of the New York Times, USA Today, and Columbus Dispatch. That was brought to you in part by our administration and the university, or Ohio University Student Senate. But recently we're starting to push the bigger issues, and that is student representation, making sure students have a voice, a true voice here on campus. You probably heard us talking earlier that students themselves pay roughly 44 or 45% of all the expenses that happen here on campus, and that makes us, by that termination, majority shareholders here. But we as a body and as a student population always felt that our representation is proportional to the amount that we put forward. And we really want to start changing that. Budget Planning Council, there's roughly I think 16 voting members as pointed out by our treasurer. We currently only have 2 votes. We want to see stuff like that changed. Internally as a Senate, we currently do not have complete governance over ourselves, so we like to see that change to make sure that we are completely independent from the administration, but really making sure the student voice is heard. As I said, we were a bit upset last year, the framing of the conversation. We were approached by Provost Benoit and VP of Finance Golding saying we were going to fall off this fiscal cliff if we didn't hike tuition, that Baker was going to close, that faculty and staff was going to be cut, and we know that not to be true now, so we really felt kind of betrayed and lied to. But there are some things that I think are going to branch off of that conversation into something bigger that we're trying to keep under wraps right now. But if you talk to me in the next week or so, I promise I can get you some more defined answers, so stay tuned. Yeah, like I said, we're here for the students, we're here for you guys. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all that we can help you with, please feel free to stop by Baker 305. We meet every Wednesday in Walter 235 at 7 o'clock. Come to Student Speak Out, but definitely let your voice be heard.